Every time you ride a driverless train between airport terminals, you're riding a ghost. It was born in Pittsburgh and it died there too. In 1965, in a county park south of the city, the future of American transit was running in circles. They called it Skybus. No driver, no rails, no engine noise, just rubber tires humming along a concrete guideway in the sky. It was built by Westinghouse, Pittsburgh's own electric giant, and it looked like nothing America had ever seen. Gleaming white cars with nobody at the controls, gliding past picnics and ball fields at 50 miles an hour. The test loop at South Park ran almost 2 miles around the county fairgrounds, and the public was invited to ride the future. Each car was 30 feet long, 26 seats, room for 28 more standing. A computer did all the driving. This wasn't science fiction. Over 10 months, those little cars logged more than 21,000 miles, almost without a hiccup. Visitors came from everywhere, planners, delegations, even Walt Disney came to see the driverless future for himself. Pittsburgh needed a win. The mills were aging, the streetcars dying, the city wanted the next industry. The plan was bold. A whole network of elevated Skybus lines radiating from downtown, starting with the growing South Hills suburb. The county even had its eye on George Gould's old Wabash Tunnel, from our last story, to carry transit under Mount Washington. Washington was on board, federal dollars were flowing, Westinghouse was ready to build. It looked unstoppable. And then Pittsburgh did what Pittsburgh sometimes does best. It went to war with itself. A new mayor, Pete Flaherty, saw an expensive toy for the affluent suburbs, while whole neighborhoods of the city would get nothing. He had a point. The first line served the mostly white South Hills. The east side's black neighborhoods weren't on the map. The fight went to court. A judge ruled the Port Authority had never seriously considered the alternatives and froze the whole project. For years, Skybus lived in limbo, studies, task forces, editorials. The little white cars kept circling the park, waiting. When the county fair shut down in the early 70s, the ride stopped. The future was put in storage. In 1976, the verdict finally came. The region chose light rail instead. The federal money walked away. And in 1980, crews came to South Park, tore up the guideway, and sold the future of transit for scrap. Think about that. One of the most advanced transit systems in America ended its life as scrap metal in a county park. But here's the twist. Skybus didn't really die. It just left town. Westinghouse took the technology to the airports. Tampa, Seattle, driverless people movers built straight from the Skybus playbook. Today, millions of travelers ride its descendants every single day between terminals without ever knowing where the idea was proven. And in Pittsburgh, the South Hills eventually got its rail line, the T, running beneath the same hills Skybus was meant to conquer. At South Park today, the loop is gone. Lawns and picnic groves have closed back over it, as if it were never there. Only the photographs remain now. White cars above the crowds. A future on a loop. Pittsburgh built the driverless train 40 years early. It worked. And the city that invented it never got to keep it. So next time an airport train glides you to your gate with no driver up front, remember where the future took its first laps.